This room is a basic orb puzzle. Where your goal is simply to get to the next room. This room is an introduction to roaches. It is one simple roach that you kill with a quick stab. This one introduces some complexity, but it is still basically push the buttons / orbs and / the monsters. You are also introduced to checkpoints, which are basically restart points if you die or hit the restart key, instead of starting over from the beginning of the room. This room is more messier roach combat, but it is still pretty straightforward as long as you line them up properly, as I do not know how to walk around each other. You are also introduced to broken walls in this room, ignoring the broken wall that guards the entryway to the warp, where it is just a simple sword stab and it disappears. Here, you are given a choice between multiple rooms. It is not a simple linear progression. If you choose to go here, you are introduced to more complicated roach combat, where you have to actively watch your back as well. This room introduces force arrows, which prevent movement in any direction opposite. This room introduces using crumbly walls for strategy to help prevent the roaches from eating you, and also make them line up neatly so they can be killed. This room introduces tunnels, which are basically teleporters that only work in a straight line. You also have to be strategic and careful with how you deal with the roaches in each chamber. For example, if you teleported just now, you would be killed no matter what, because there are 3 roaches waiting for you right at the spot. But if you open the door to the chamber, you can manipulate them out so that you can kill them easily. This next room is more simpler. It is just simple, break the crumbly walls and kill roaches. This room is an extreme combat style room, where a swarm of roaches come after you all at once. You just have to use the walls to be strategic and block as many roaches as you can to make it easier to deal with. This next room introduces pressure plates, which are like orbs, except you step on them rather than hit them. This chamber shows you how to use monsters to hit pressure plates, which you cannot do with orbs. Here, if you just try to walk normally, a pressure plate will block you, so you have to need an orb afterward. Because if you hit the orb before, the pressure plate will still block you, as it will close the door after you've opened it. Here, you have to hit both pressure plates, because when you hit the first one in either direction, the roach will counter your movement. Here, you have to be careful with how many roaches you let out at once, because it is a special type of pressure plate that undoes its action as soon as you step off, which is not true for the other plates. So use that to your advantage and make the roaches come out slowly. This room is a maze. Where you use the roach's behavior of heading straight toward you with no exceptions to your advantage to lead him out of the maze. This room is somewhat of a linchpin/puzzle room and not just straightforward combat, because you have to manipulate the roach to hitting the pressure plate for you, so that you do not die by being overwhelmed. This room is basically a more advanced maze. You let the roach out first, and then you press the appropriate pressure plates to open and close walls, so that eventually you can lure the roach out. No, it is a good idea to mention now, you can hit shift to prevent you from accidentally leaving the room. And then shift again once you want to leave. This room involves more careful roach manipulation than the other rooms, but you simply lure them onto the plates like one of the other rooms in order to kill the final roach. This room is one where pressing the pressure plates is bad for you. You just have to be mindful of not letting any roaches step on it while you manipulate them. There is a secret, more harder version of this room, directly to the left of it. Where A, there are no roaches, there are no arrows to trap the roaches with, and B, the plates will close the gate when you step off them, so you have to keep the roaches on the plate the whole way through. Although the way you do any room is subjective and depends on your personal strategy, I would recommend for this one, doing the first chamber first, The bottom chamber next. And the top right chamber last. Or you could try doing the top right chamber first and then the bottom chamber last. Because it would be harder to manipulate the roaches if you did the bottom right chamber last instead, the top right chamber. Although it is possible to do the room either way, I feel personally manipulating the last roaches have become too cumbersome, so I'm going to try this room a different time. I believe, in my opinion, it may be too difficult for a beginner's hold, especially because it is only on the first level, but then again, because it is a secret room, it might be intentionally difficult as an extra challenge. But I feel personally, there is more cons than pros to this room, as manipulating the roaches is too fiddly, even though it is obvious what you're supposed to do. There are more challenges beyond the blue door of the level.
I'll open
where the first one
the door.
said I would. Of using health.
Health. Go in.
Open the door.
Said I would.
Where you simply bump the doors and he gets them for you.
I'm back. I'm back.
Follow me.
Yep.
This room introduces you to the gimmick of having Hal follow you to a specific place.
Wait here.
No problem. Hey, Uncle.
This room is a little bit more of a puzzle than just a basic intro.
What did I miss?
Door.
Got it.
As the doors block your way, either way you go, through the tunnel or not. So you hit the orb through the tunnel.
Door. Hurry. Open the door.
Said I would.
Ask Half to open the door. Then free Half by hitting the orb again.
Open the door.
Said I would.
Then finally, get him to open the last door to kill the roach.
What's going on?
This room also requires a little more strategic thinking.
Open door. Hurry.
Oh, hey, there you are.
You step on the pressure plate so you can get in the chamber, but then it blocks the way into the chamber as well. So you step on this pressure plate.
Door. Hurry. Open the door.
Said I would.
So that you open this door for Half to step on this pressure plate to open this roach. Then you step on the pressure plate as many times as you need to toggle the gates so that the rest of the roaches can come at you. The rest of the level is just basic scenery and passageways. There are no puzzles or combat. Although the very final room is a little mazy, and it's not just straightforward walking. With the first level conquered, I can explain the second level to you in my next video. See you then.